I'm back, kids. Everybody ready for a podcast?
Ready.
Ready.
Heather, you ready? Outstanding. I hope everybody's ready for the official Team DBAH Podcast number 199. Come join us, why don't you? We heard you. You're ready. Hello and welcome to the official Team DBAH Podcast number 199. I'm Charlie Danger 82, and with me tonight I have Craig.
Hello.
I have Randall.
Skype needs to stop telling me what to do.
You don't let Skype be the boss of you, man. You own that Skype. You just say, hey, Skype, I'll tell you what to do. And then we have a yet-to-be-announced guest tonight, and we have Jamie.
Hey, I'm announced.
You're announced.
Just
Because
now.
if we didn't announce you, people would stop listening. They say, oh no, Charlie, it's only Charlie and Craig on this one. Blech.
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 That'd literally be the comment.
Yeah, pretty
It
much.
would be. It would be.
And it would be Jamie.
Yes.
So I was not here last week because I was on vacation. I don't like to tell people that I'm away on vacation, like on the podcast. Like, Charlie's not here because he's on vacation, because I don't want people busting into my house and taking my shit.
It's because he likes to sneak up behind us when he comes over to visit.
Oh, my.
I do.
Surprise, motherfucker! Whoa, hey, Charlie, where'd you come from?
Hey, Charlie, hey! Hey,
Charlie
it's just like
Murphy.
that dream I had, man. Just like that dream when I flew out to Arizona, and I missed my flight back because you wanted the perfect selfie.
That sounds 100% like me.
So, but yeah, I went out to Maine for a few reasons. For one, I always go there on vacation, and number two, I got engaged. So made it official. Pretty much known for the past 7 years that TK and I were going to get hitched, but you know, I actually popped the question, gave her the ring and everything like that. So she did say yes. So happy about that.
Congratulations, no more sex.
Thanks.
2017.
Wow.
Wait, what? I mean, wait, huh?
You are.
I mean, I've been engaged for 2 years. I've got a little bit of experience in the subject.
Wow. Well, it comes back when you're married, though, right, Craig?
Hey, look, beer.
And of course, one of the third reasons why I went up there, PortConMaine Con was going on, and it's an anime convention, held up in Maine. It's a smaller convention, or PortConMaine, not PortConMaine Con, PortConMaine. I always mix up the Maine and the con. So yes,
I thought it was pronounced pecan.
Pecan Maine. And let me tell you, it's a small convention, but whoever booked the convention, I think the mall, the main mall, booked that convention, because it takes place in the Doubletree Hotel right across from the mall, and you got to walk through Best Buy to get in. Best Buy, who has all their anime stuff, like front loaded, all of the video games. Like, if you go into the front entrance, you have to pass by anime and video games just to get into the mall itself. And the next entrance over is Newberry Comics, that has a contest where people come in, they get their picture taken against they have one of the walls sectioned off with PortConMaine Con logos behind it, and cosplayers can get their picture taken there, and they have a contest for it. Sears was getting in on the action. They were using their portrait studio to like take pictures and print them out for people.
What?
Damn.
And the way that the mall is built, everybody's kind of getting a piece of the action because, yes, it's front-loaded right there, but in order to eat, you have to walk through the entire mall to the other end. It's a one-level mall. You have to walk by every other store to get to the food court. Genius design.
That was slammed.
There's some billionaire in a little office somewhere going like, everything's going to according to plan.
Yeah, pretty much. And like right across from the food court, you got GameStop and Hot Topic. So it's like, and I mean, it wasn't like, conventions like New York Comic Con really kind of ruin a person as far as conventions go, because it was Maine. It was Portland, Maine. I mean, these people were trying their best. I mean, there were 2 vendor rooms. There were a few lecture halls, what I call them, where people go and sit and listen to somebody. Panels. Thank you.
There you go.
A couple panels. Wow. A couple panels, and yeah, I had so some of the cosplays there were absolutely amazing. Like nothing. Like I passed a female Winter Soldier, and I was nice. I didn't say, "Oh, honey, I know the bar and the gold standard." Honey, you are not the bar, the gold standard.
You're
She's
no
in Colorado.
Did she at least have a mask on?
No, she didn't have the mask, and she didn't have a glove or metal left hand. I'm like, oh, honey.
Like, you could have at least got some aluminum foil.
Right, exactly.
So
I know somebody. I'm going to put you in touch with somebody who can teach you how to do that. What's that?
Or was she just a woman in a black wig?
They had a Halloween Mercy that was on point, just completely amazing.
Okay.
They had let's see, they had Kiritos, like 7,000 Kiritos from Sword Out. And let's see, the one that really impressed me the most, I have to say, is we were walking in on like the 3rd or 4th day, and I passed what was obviously somebody dressed up as Oscar of Astora from Dark Souls. And I noticed he was just sitting there as you find him in the game. And he had a bag next to him full of Sunny Delight. Full of little bottles of Sunny D. And it's for those who play Dark Souls.
There you go. That's a different game.
Sunny D is slang for Estus. So we came back out after we went through the couple rooms again, and he was gone. But I'm like, oh shoot, I really want to, tell him that I was really impressed with it. And as we were walking back to the parking lot, he was walking towards us. So I'm like, hey man, that's an awesome Oscar cosplay. That's like so cool. Even down to the Sunny D. And it's like, well, we wouldn't want you to go hollow, would you? And he opens up his bag and he gives me one of the Sunny D bottles. Like, don't you go hollow on me. And he like walks away. I'm like, that guy? I like that guy. So, shout out to, if you're listening, shout out to the guy who was Oscar at, I'm going to get this right. I know I'm going to get this right. PortConMaine 2017. You were awesome. You were priceless.
Now, what Dark Souls game is that from?
That's from the first one. And, basically, he's from the characters from the first game, but that armor you can get through all 3 of them.
Nice.
But I tell you this much: I wasn't the only person hanging out at a convention this weekend, because our special guest just got here. Hi, Heather.
Hi.
You just came home from a convention, right?
I mean, that's what they called it, but
yeah. Please.
Oh.
Please elaborate on your wonderful time.
I mean, I had a fun time hanging with friends like that. The people I went to Denver Comic Con. The people the people there, the community there, it's full of like a large age range of people.
Mhm.
So that's actually really nice, and I liked that, and I had fun talking to people and stuff like that. But the con itself was highly atrocious because so it's not that big. It's a big con, but I would say RTX is bigger. It's not that big. It's big for Colorado, I guess. We had some cool stars. We had Nathan Fillion and Catherine Tate. Lou Ferrigno. Think of his name for a second. We had the Harry Potter twins. Someone else, some other people that I can't think of off the top of my head. We had a lot of Buffy stars. We had James Marsters. But, Denver Comic Con this year decided that it's going to go. It's worried about security risks now. Nothing's happened there. But so they banned all realistic weapons, including Nerf guns and water guns, which I think we've gone through already.
Mm-hmm.
But
following that Phoenix prop ban.
It was before that, to be fair. It was before there was even a reason. But so Friday I was Hawkeye, and I actually made a bow out of yarn and balsa wood, in hopes that I could actually get that in. And that got in fine. But they wouldn't let me have my prop arrows, which are basically. And the lady I talked to was a huge bitch about it. She was like this old lady that doesn't understand life.
Wow.
All the other volunteers were fine, but she was just very. It was one of those people where you could tell she was having a power trip.
Right.
Because my arrows, they're real arrows, but I cut them in half, so they're not that long. And they're just the back half of them. There's the nocks. Mm-hmm. But you really can't do anything with them, and I had a bow that was strung with yarn.
Right.
And so she was being a bitch about it. She goes, you can't have projectiles. I was like, I don't know what that means. I feel like that is very opinion-based, but okay. So I had to walk all the way back to my goddamn hotel, and then walk all the way back.
It was a far walk.
It was 3 blocks, but in boots that are uncomfortable and annoying, it's hard. But also, because they also decided that they're going to have one entrance for all these people that they're coming from. And they're like, the entrance is at the Balco Theater. Sure, that's where the doors are open, but where the line starts is on the other side of the convention center. So the very first day, we walked around the entire convention center because we couldn't find the beginning of the damn line.
Dull.
And they have to funnel us through that one entrance because it's so I can do bag checks. Yeah, because that's, whatever. And, which is whatever, bag checks are fine. And then, that was my Adventure Friday. Saturday, I was Winter Soldier. I didn't bring any of the guns. I had a practice knife, which was one of those black plastic ones, and a plastic Captain America shield.
Oh.
And so...
It's the old lady again, no projectiles.
Right?
You can throw the shield, so no projectiles.
I was like, this is kind of a projectile. I don't know what that means. Till this day. So, I got to the convention center at 10:30. Doors opened at... doors in theory opened at 10. There was a mass amount of people just standing outside the convention center. Like, the entire block was filled with people. There was kind of a line, but not really, because no one knew what the hell was happening, because there was no volunteers. And we weren't moving. There was a very pissed off cop trying to figure out what the hell was happening and why so many people were outside. Because they just wouldn't let us in. I stood there for an hour and a half. Finally got near the convention center. Asked one of the volunteers standing there, I said, there's no prop check on this line. I'm like, what do I do? And they're like, you have to get out of line and go into this other line.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
And I looked at him, I'm like, are you kidding me? And he goes, we'll let you back in, we'll let you back in. I was like, I'm gonna strangle someone. So I went to prop check, and if you can't tell, I did that with quotes, because prop check on Saturday, I guess, I don't know what it was, I went into this room on the side of the convention, and there's two of a different security staff, not the volunteers for the convention, but like the vet security, sitting there at this table, and they have the Denver Comic-Con weapons policy on the table, and they're just looking at it going, I don't know, according to this thing, it seems fine. I'm like, okay, cool. And I was like, some dude next to me came in, and then it was this lady and a grandpa, and this dude came in with a ruby scythe, and the grandpa asks him, he goes, is that made out of wood? And he goes, no, it's cardboard. He goes, you can't have wood. He's like, what? It's cardboard.
It's cardboard.
And the lady next to him's like, she's like, I think it's fine. He's like, it doesn't say that you can't have cardboard. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. No one knows what's happening. Again, I don't blame the volunteers at all, because obviously it's the powers that be, whoever the board of directors is, that needs to get their shit together. But, so I asked them, I'm like, do I need a wristband? Because yesterday I got a wristband. They're like, no, you're fine. I'm like, okay, sure, let's see how this goes. So, and then I just walked straight into the convention, and I couldn't, so that was also interesting. And so I went to lunch, came back from lunch, then I got prop checked again. This time I got a wristband. And the lady, I was talking to the lady, and she goes, thanks for being understanding, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I understand no one really knows what's happening. And she's like, she looks at me like deadpan in the face and goes, it's ridiculous. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And then Sunday I was Gambit, and I just snuck through prop check.
Oh.
Standing in line. Fuck it.
I
Oh, and then Saturday, because they said that you could have guns if they were made out of foam, and they were cartoony, toy-like looking, and very blatantly not real. But then Saturday, they just banned all prop guns because people were complaining about inconsistencies with prop check. So obviously that's the cosplayer's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, my favorite thing was someone had complained. I was reading Facebook comments because I hate myself.
Oh, don't do that.
And one of the
I hate myself, and so I read Twitter. Go on.
Some of the people were saying, were just complaining about how dumb the gun prop check, having no guns, is going to be because it's not really going to install anything, blah, blah, blah. It, like, kind of sucks for cosplayers, you know, who worked on making their props or whatever, and someone from DCC social media replies to said comment saying, well, you know, Denver Comic-Con isn't about cosplay. And that's in there, I'm like, okay, but, like, rude. And then, so Sunday, they're like, come to the Balco Theater so we can try to go for the world record of having this more of comic book people dressed up. I'm like, no, fuck you.
No, I will not contribute to you.
No,
did they get the record?
It didn't matter. No, it's not.
Good.
I know.
It was
like, no,
one.
I'm not helping shit. Yeah, I hope so. I was like, I refuse. I also saw someone comment on the thread. They're like, well, if your cosplay depends on your weapon, then you're cosplaying wrong. I was like, okay, but like, one, sometimes props are just fun. And two, I cosplay Hawkeye. He's literally known as the dude with the bow. Yes, it depends on it does kind of depend on the weapon. Just saying.
The guy from MASH?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Remember how Hawkeye Pierce used to, like, you know, quip his one-liners and shoot arrows at people? You know?
Yeah.
See?
Well,
Magic!
you know, I had fun despite Denver Comic-Con's efforts.
To not let you.
Yeah. And then it was really funny because they have exhibitors that come in. One was the 501st, which is a Star Wars thing. And then there's the Umbrella Corps. And they come in like with their giant like SUV thing with lights. And they have like a whole thing set up but they weren't allowed their guns. Which is still like exhibitors and they're asked to be there, but whatever. So they were real salty about it, and it was really hilarious. But they had bananas with orange caps on them that said "Pew
Nice.
Pew" and "Not a gun." I was like, they were holding signs like protest signs for the gun ban, and it was fucking hilarious. I mean, it's really silly when you ask someone to be there, and you're like, "Nope, but you can't have your props." It's like, but okay.
It's also really silly that, people can protest and show up at protests with real assault rifles strapped to their bodies.
Right.
And say, I'm not giving up my guns, and yet someone going to attend for Comic-Con
with a foam plastic gun
can't have a foam representation of anything. That's bullshit.
Well, it's funny, too, because, they're like, well, it's a security risk. I'm sitting there Saturday morning, and this massive amount of people going, I could take out a lot of people right now. I think this is more of a security risk. We're literally all gathered on the sidewalk because we can't go inside. One car would do it. I mean, guys, really? This is really your issue?
Where do they think the security risk is going to be? Surely if they let people bring in fake guns and they still did their job and checked the guns, they'd still be very sure that nobody had a real gun.
Right. Well, they're in an active shooting situation, the cops need to know which gun's real. I want to tell you, it's the one that everyone's running from, or that's shooting.
Or the one that's actually real.
Yeah.
Really don't shoot the guy dressed up as Soldier 76. It's probably not him.
Probably not the person in cosplay.
Just don't fail me now.
It's probably not. It's probably not
my sprint's on cooldown.
Also, they're like, also, we want to make sure that you don't bring guns onto, the 16th Street Mall, so the cops don't think they're real or whatever. One, you're an idiot if you bring out your props into anywhere public. Just don't be an idiot. Two, that's really not my responsibility. Last year when I had my giant assault rifle for Winter Soldier, I dismantled it, stuck it in a bag, and put it together when I got to the con. Because I'm not a fucking idiot.
Which is super shady, I might add. That's like what assassins do in movies.
Yeah, that's usually what happens in the Hitman games.
Hot damn.
It's what I did, so people wouldn't freak out when they saw an assault rifle, even though it has a giant orange cap on it.
Happened in Bourne movie. Happened in The Professional.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think somebody who was cosplaying as Hitman would just walk in, they'd be like the weapons van, so they'd be like, alright, you're not allowed to bring any weapons. He goes, oh, I don't need them.
Why do you have so much tooth floss?
It's just a list. Maybe there's a list of cosplays that are too dangerous to go in. So, no Hitman.
If I ever cosplayed as Hitman, and I'm headed there because, balding, but
And that barcode.
All I would do was I would put the barcode on, and
later.
I would bring a suitcase with 17 different outfits and just go into the different bathrooms, change, and walk in and out of different places, all in different outfits.
I would just follow.
I like that idea.
Thank you.
Just follow someone in cosplay until they're by themselves, and then just take their outfit.
Wow, sir, that's an amazing Ruby cosplay. Don't ask.
It's just Hitman wearing a dress.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because I was running around with Captain America shield because my friend gave me one, and I was like, I'm going to use this because it's actually really nice. So a couple of people were like, Bucky, give Captain America back his shield. I'm like, if he gives me back my damn guns, then we can talk.
Oh, shit.
A lot of people liked my response.
Yeah. Well, technically you were foreshadowing anyway, so...
It's true.
I don't see what
I know some dude on the escalator, he's like, so are you supposed to be Winter Soldier taking the shield, or Winter Soldier when he becomes Captain America? I said both, or whichever you like, and then my friend went into a whole spiel about stuff, and I was like, alright!
And since you were both going different ways on the escalator, you were both screaming at each other from the top and the bottom. It was amazing.
I mean, fine.
Don't you know, Cannon?
I don't know if anyone knows, but my friend, cosplays an inflatable tube man like they have in front of the
That's awesome.
car washes.
Like a Bailey buddy.
And she'll just stand places and do, like, dance. And so, you gathers quite a crowd half the time. So, Saturday, when I was cosplaying, it was kind of funny to think about looking at it from someone else's perspective. I was cosplaying Winter Soldier. And we were just going to go to one of the stages to look at stuff. And I was like, but then she's like, I don't want to take this off. She's like, just like kind of guide me there. I'm like, okay, we'll do. And so I was guiding her over there. So I was crossing arms with this inflatable tube man as Winter Soldier. And then I saw someone I knew, so I'm like, I'll be right back. And so I went to talk to him. So she started dancing. And I came talking. So I came back. And while she was dancing, I just grabbed her arm and went, time to go, and took her. And there was like a little bit of a crowd there, and they all just started laughing. Like, time to go.
Hey, Jamie, I need to quickly put an addendum to what you said there. Yes, I might be wearing the dress, but you have to carry a lot of money around at that point because you're just like, look, I will pay you this much of money to borrow your cosplay for about 20 minutes while I walk from this door to the other door. So you would have to, like, pay a lot of people to, like, switch cosplay outfits.
Gown or something, though.
What's that?
You have to bring, like, a gown or something for them to switch into?
Yeah. It's just like, you see that girl over there with the 3-piece suit? She's $400 richer.
You give it your costume, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See that poor little naked guy running around over there?
By the end of it, it's like
he's $500 richer.
Different cosplays than what they started in.
That would actually be pretty cool, though.
They need to do a Hitman DLC where he's at a Comic-Con and he needs to kill one of the celebrity guests.
Oh my god.
There you go.
See? You should write for that. You should write for that game. Yeah, I mean,
they don't have to worry about copyright at all.
I was, Heather, I did say my catty remark, that I thought about that Winter Soldier that I saw, the lady Winter Soldier I saw at the, PortConMaine.
Yeah.
I did end up saying it because there's a certain degree of pride, I feel, like whenever Heather says, hey, check this out, and it's just like, wrenches fucking vest, or like the arm you made for Winter Soldier. It's
I like sending progress photos to Charlie of the wrench thing, because there's really no difference other than there's just more studs now.
Exactly.
Oh, look, more studs.
If you put both of them together, it's like a time lapse. So, like, if you flip by them real quick, the studs start growing on it like moss. But no, I'm very like proud whenever I see like the finished products of like Heather's cosplay. They're amazing. So when I see the Winter Soldier with like she has a bionic arm, but somehow, much like the new RoboCop, she has a regular hand, and she's not even wearing a mask over her face. And I'm just like, honey, I know the bar, and you're not even close to the bar. The gold standard is over there. Mm-hmm. It's not like I took out pictures and said, this is what you should look like.
Jesus.
No Cheez-Its. But yeah, so sounds like and I was also telling the gents before, it's bigger cons kind of ruin you to smaller cons after you go to a lot of bigger cons and then go to smaller cons, because it's like there were maybe 3 big rooms in this, and when I say big, that's being generous. There were like 3 or 4 like medium-sized rooms, a lot of cosplay, a lot of good cosplay, a lot of weird cosplay, a lot of men not wearing pants, older men than I not wearing pants, cosplays.
Sometimes I think some people just think, what's the cosplay where I can wear the least amount of clothes and I'm allowed to do it?
I think one really old dude found it, and it was a sight to see.
What was he trying to be?
I don't know. I didn't look hard enough. All I know is that when I turned, I saw foot, kneecap, upper thigh, belt. I'm like,
Ooh.
he's just wearing a little cloth in front, a little cloth in the back. This man is probably 15 years my senior.
You know what he probably was?
Happy with who he was, damn it. But
He's probably the victim of Hitman.
maybe, yeah. He was the first guy who too.
I don't want to disparage anyone that comes to Denver to not go to Denver Comic Con, because it's a good con for the cosplayers and the people, and I enjoy talking to everyone I ran into that day.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was nice. Everyone was like fun to talk to. It's such a wide range of ages than what I'm used to too. So it's just like it's not. There's people who are actually excited to see your cosplay. I had a very tiny child run up to me and ask me for a photo when I was Winter Soldier.
That's
I was very confused. I'm like, you're a very strange child, but I enjoy it. So I took a picture with a very small child. One of my favorite interactions was I think he's like 13 or 12 or 13 or 14. I'm really bad at ages. Dressed up as like World War II Captain America. And his mom came up and asked me if I could take a photo with him. I'm like, sure. So we kind of did like a fighting pose where I had my shield and he had his shield, and then I pulled out the knife. And so he pulls out his knife, which was slightly smaller, and I just started laughing really hard. And it was one of my favorite things to do.
When did Captain America have a knife?
It was such a great thing.
He had a knife.
It was World War II.
He had a gun.
Everybody had knives. Everybody had knives.
You can't have guns, Jamie.
Knives. Knives are okay.
Knives are okay, damn it.
It was just really funny. It was like my favorite things that happened. It was just fun because then like people are like, can I get a photo with you? They're like, can you punch my shield? I'm like, sure, why not? And so it's just like all those things where it's like the community's great, and I love the community. It's just the con itself is very sporadic. So I'll probably go again, even though I'm annoyed with them, but...
Alright. Be cool if you encountered a Spider-Man and he asked if he could grab your arm.
Oh, yeah.
I did that last
this
year.
Is so cool. Is this bionic?
I don't like that last year.
That's pretty cool.
I recently read that apparently in Civil War, Spider-Man never punched anyone. He only kicks.
Really?
Because apparently it's meant to make him look less violent.
Right.
And most of the stuff that he does, he kind of does by accident.
Yeah, well, they also have to, like, gear up Homecoming as the all-ages show. No downers in this one. Uncle Ben's already dead. So, it's happy fun time with Tony Stark.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I have a ticket for Sunday. Well, I had a ticket for Friday, then I had a ticket for Thursday, and then now I have a ticket for Sunday.
How did this even
happen? Well, it might have been half part of the reason why I was late, because I had to run to the goddamn theater, because my friend going with me doesn't have a fucking car, so I have to do everything. Anyway.
Damn.
Friday, I forgot that I had D&D. It's so often weeks. So I went and switched the tickets out for Thursday, because she had told me she had Thursday off. Turns out she doesn't have Thursday off. So then I had to go again and switch the tickets for Sunday. Hopefully that's where they'll stay.
Damn.
I like tired con flu, Heather. How about you guys?
I don't have a flu. Don't jinx me with your evil magic.
Con flu.
Yeah, that means you get sick.
I know.
I'm not sick.
He's trying to curse you right now.
Yeah.
Don't trust it.
No. Get that evil voodoo magic off me.
Get that what?
What?
I think she said evil voodoo.
Oh my god.
Voodoo.
That voodoo that you do.
So well.
I was cosplaying Gambit, so it, makes sense.
Are you allowed to keep your cards?
Yes.
Those are projectiles.
Those are projectiles, technically.
Nuh-uh, they were attached to a string.
So it was a flail like Ivy from Soul Calibur.
It'd be great if that turned out that was actually how Gambit did it. He just had wires. He wasn't actually a mutant.
I just have
wires
this
and
string,
wires.
what I mean.
Just like, ah, shit, you figured me out.
He's Tetro the cards. I'm
Aw.
actually also from Jersey, not the Bayou.
I've just been conning you for the last 20 years, X-Men.
Well, technically, that's what happened the first one, when they found out after a while that he was the one who led the Marauders down into the Morlock tunnels for the Mutant Massacre. But hey,
We don't talk
bygones
about
be
that.
bygones and such.
Mischief managed.
Wow.
Well, at least he's in the Marvel Capcom game. Oh wait, he's not.
That is just criminal.
Actually, no X-Men are in the Marvel Capcom game.
Spider-Man in it?
He's not an X-Man, but yes.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just-
he was Sony property.
They said
I thought I'd made that
because the
deal with
X-Men
Sony.
aren't just really interesting anymore, which is fair.
Yeah,
That's
so they
in the
said
movies.
people Heather's age don't know who Wolverine is, so they're not.
I
gonna
mean,
put
maybe-
them in
I
maybe they would.
unfortunately know who Wolverine is.
Maybe they would know who Wolverine is if occasionally they allowed him to actually be called Wolverine in a movie.
That's true.
Or at least
How do
or
they not
wear
know
some
who
sort of
Wolverine
costume.
is? He's in literally every goddamn movie. We know. He's emo.
Yeah, but-
Let's move on.
Do you know the most confusing
What?
thing about Wolverine is, really? The fact they call him like 8 different names in every movie.
That's
Like they'd be like, Logan,
Fair.
Logan, James, Logan.
Jimmy!
This is the same person.
Well,
no.
let me tell you.
What?
Like, y'all know that I read, like, predominantly DC comic books.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love Superman. Favorite comic. I recently, over vacation, read my second favorite comic of the past 10 years. And if you guys want a wonderful, awesome story and just really great character development, go and check out the new Jean Grey solo series. Essentially, what's happened in X-Men continuity nowadays is
They just make it up as they go along.
pretty much,
Absolutely.
but
Like the movies.
what's been going on is the original 5, so Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, Angel, have all been time displaced as teenagers and brought into current times.
Oh, so that's their way of starting over.
Pretty much.
I see.
And so you have Beast, who for some strange reason is practicing sorcery.
Oh,
You have
I
Angel,
love it.
whose wings are not feathers, but they're made out of cosmic fire.
okay. So we just skip the metal completely. Just go to fire. Okay.
Basically,
They
they
just
look
roll
like
dice.
they
make
look
up
like
shit.
they look like Mercy's wings, just bigger.
Okay.
This is how you create characters in D&D, right? You just roll dice and it's like, that looks good.
Pretty much. Cyclops is Cyclops. Iceman is Iceman, with the only difference being Iceman is gay.
Okay.
So,
And Jean
yeah,
Grey.
I could see that.
Jean
Yeah,
Grey
I can
is
see that
the leader.
too.
Jean Grey is the
Plus
leader of
stretch.
the X-Men,
Mhm.
and the person leading them in the current
Wait.
continuity.
I hate to interrupt.
Yeah.
But there's a Family Guy joke about Iceman being gay. Where, like,
Really?
his wife comes home and she's like, "Where have you been last night?" He goes, "Nowhere." And she goes, "How do you explain that?" And there's this ice trail that leads to a gay bar. I don't know why, but it's actually funny that they're now like, fuck, it's now real.
But but the person who is
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
enhance Charles Xavier's dream
Professor
Is-
A.
is Magneto.
All right. All right.
Now,
Why?
so you have this really kind of cool dynamic, like Johnny Quest-ish, teens out of time thing going on in X-Men Blue. And then you have X-Men Gold, which is super serious and just like, we have to address like the prejudice against mutants because it's a real thing. And taking itself
And that
real
one,
too
that
seriously.
one has
here.
Pikachu, right?
No, that one has Old Man Logan. It has seriously,
sorry.
it has Old Man Logan. It has Kitty Pryde, Colossus, Rachel Summers, and a few other people.
But
so
what legendary Pokemon can you catch, though? who's on the box? Is it Zapdos?
Let me just tell you, the Jean Grey series is so well done because this is a Jean Grey who's never encountered the Phoenix Force before. She's never encountered like dying over and over again at the hands of different people. It's like, they killed me this time, and I'm not this Jean Grey. And she's talking about the Dark Phoenix one. I'm not this Jean Grey, and the one that's from like the Astonishing X-Men, and she's like, I'm just me, and I'm gonna do my best not to let anything like that happen. But she keeps on. She starts seeing visions of the Phoenix Force. So she basically has a powwow with every single one or everyone that she can get a hold of who had hosted the Phoenix Force before. So there's an issue with Colossus, with Rachel. Rachel Summers calls her baby mama, which I think is fucking hilarious, because it's her mother, but she's younger, so technically baby mama. And I thought that was a brilliant piece of storytelling. Quentin Quire, and Hope. She tracks down Hope while Hope is being interrogated by a bunch of Reavers, and there's this giant shootout going on between the X-Men that she gathered and Hope, and basically Quentin puts her in a coma basically to show her inside the different minds of the people around her of how they dealt with the Phoenix Force. And it was just a really good way of developing a character and just showing basically how she needs to... It's going to happen, and she's probably going to end up dead. So she's just like, okay, I'm going to see the one person who's beaten it and who's beaten the Phoenix Force and is totally okay. So she goes to visit Namor. I think the writer is a huge Team 4-Star fan, because the way that he wrote Namor is exactly how they write Vegeta in Team 4-Star, and it is beautiful. I had never actually drawn a correlation between the two of them, but now I can't read a line that Namor spoke in that issue without doing it in Lanny's voice from Team 4-Star as Vegeta. It was just so great. And like, it's so far, it's an amazing series. And also the new Cable series. Cable basically is a one-trick pony. He's a big guy, has machine guns. He's from the future, bionics, telekinesis, whatever. And Liefeld made him, and he's just been a punchline for most of these years. This new series basically writes Cable as Geralt of Rivia. So, as you can tell, I'm pretty cool with it. Because essentially, Cable, he's tracking down this time-traveling bad guy, so he's going through different eras, trying to investigate, trying to find, what, faction of society shouldn't have these glowing laser katanas, or these cowboys who shouldn't have these laser guns. So he's, following the trail, trying to find this, time-jumping bad guy, but, the way that they write him, it's not just gunplay anymore. He basically has to take out a group of samurais with a knife in one arm. So they're giving him a little more depth, and with his dialogue, they're giving him a lot more of a I'm tracking something down and I'm following them. I'll get him out of my way. I'll let you live. But I'm like, oh god. I'm just seeing him. I'm like, grow his hair longer. Grow his hair longer. Damn it.
I always felt the thing with Cable is that he was meant to be like the straight man to Deadpool.
That's what they turned him into, evidently, or that's what they turned him into eventually, because they really couldn't. If there wasn't an X-Force books going on, they didn't have any use for Cable. So, there's that. But yeah, those were my...
How many issues is it into?
Jean Grey is on its 3rd issue. X-Men Gold, or X-Men Blue is on, I think, its 6th issue, and Cable's on its 2nd issue.
Oh, okay.
What about Leaf Green and Fire Red?
Wow. This is the girl who like cosplays almost exclusively Marvel characters. I said almost, and she's making fun of X-Men lore.
Yeah, that's what she does.
X-Men makes fun of its own lore. That's what Deadpool's for.
Deadpool.
Yeah, that's right. And there was a Deadpool issue where he killed everyone in the Marvel universe.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
You know that this week they started out a new series called Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe Again?
Oh, nice.
You talk about them beating a dead horse with Wolverine. I think Deadpool ain't too far behind him. So
it's so sad because I love the X-Men, but they can't. All their movies are shit.
They need to start from the beginning.
Movies are shit.
Go watch the 90s cartoon.
And the 90s cartoon.
Here's what
I love the 90s cartoon.
Sorry.
Was that?
So you said
I love the 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
So you were talking about the original 5, right?
Yeah.
Being the original X-Men to appear in the first comic.
Correct.
How come when it comes to the movies, they decided that Iceman should be a lot younger than everyone else?
Because they're stupid. They needed something. Okay, we have the younger girl for like the young girl audience. We got Rogan. Now let's get the young guy audience. Oh, we got Iceman. He got the ice coming out of him. He's amazing. So of course they're going to bring you like that. That's the Fox marketing executives.
Best part about those were Magneto.
Well, let's get somebody really tall and chiseled and young to play Wolverine. Oh yeah, sir, he's only 5 foot tall.
I think it was awesome that he went there as Logan and no one knew it was him.
Yeah,
he was too short. Oh, that's funny.
Do you think that? I don't think
I'm cool with Wolverine in the comics because he's not the star of every fucking comic. It's like, here, this is actually about the team.
Yeah.
And sometimes we do side stories.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, everything's focused on him. Like, there's other characters, guys. I care about the other characters, too.
That's why the books are so much better than the movies, because the movies are just like, we only have 2 hours to shoot footage of Logan. Let's go, people.
And we can't do the crucifixion scene, so...
Ah, God. It wasn't even a cross, it was a big X. If anything, it's an X-fiction.
Let's have the big, like, end-all apocalypse big bad dude be in the middle of their lifespan, because that makes sense. Weird Ex Machina in the middle.
What should we do next? What should we do next? Let's do Phoenix.
That was Ex Machina.
Here's the problem with the new X-Men, the young X-Men, is they've messed with Magneto's character so much that he won't be able to be a proper bad guy to them.
Yeah.
And that's kind of bad, because they're wiping out all the other antagonists they could have. And at one point they're going to be like, now Magneto's the bad guy, even though he's helped them 18 times and keeps flipping sides like a bloody fish.
Yeah, he's like the Big Show in the WWE.
You know, we're never gonna get like proper Mystique on his team, because Mystique's the main star of the young ones.
Also, I fucking hate
fathom.
Quicksilver. I fucking hate Quicksilver.
Wow.
Yeah. He's not.
In Days of Future Past, you hate Quicksilver?
Yeah.
He's not like one of the best parts.
No, he's not though.
He is though.
He's
really
not.
not.
Thank you, Jamie.
Of that movie?
I think he was, and he really wasn't even
was
that
too.
long.
Of Days of Future Past,
Everything was shit.
I preferred the stuff in the future with the older X-Men.
I've seen all that shit before. I didn't like it the first 3 times I saw it. I wasn't gonna like it the next 3 times.
My favorite thing with the Days of Future Past was they're like, Bishop's in it. Oh look, he's in it for like 2 seconds. I'm like, I was more interested in that man than the rest of the movie, but alright.
I did want more of that. But I like the bits where you had like Blink and you had like Sunsport and Warpath. I think they were cool looking characters. I just feel like they needed something going for them.
And they totally fucked it up because you don't really know what goes on in the future unless you watch the Rogue cut.
Yeah.
Because they kind of took out.
Back in time, not fucking Wolverine. Good lord, get over him.
Yeah, but I mean, the Rogue thing added a whole new dimension to it and actually explained that like Kitty wasn't a super person and needed her fucking rest after getting stabbed by Wolverine. So Rogue took over in the future in the Rogue cut, but they didn't show that part.
Wasn't it like Magneto sacrificed himself at a different point?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they showed Iceman getting killed. They showed Rogue like taking over where Kitty was.
And doesn't Wolverine have a moment where he knows it's Rogue?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So.
See, what I hate about Days of Future Past now is you get that scene at the end where Wolverine wakes up and he walks through the corridors and he sees all the X-Men and he sees Beast, Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer as Beast is the best thing about X-Men 3, and I'm going to be sad to this day that we don't get more of him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He was. It was amazing.
He was.
But then we get all that, and we get all this stuff. Everyone's back, everyone's alive again, and then Logan's the next thing that happens.
No. They specifically said, Jamie, that Logan isn't canon. Which means they thought about the canon of the other movies, which means none of it makes fucking sense.
They said that about 18 of the movies about this point. At one point,
wait, you can't say one's not canon and the rest are canon, because then that doesn't fucking make any sense, and now I'm angry.
So,
at some point they're going to slam their fist and say the only movie that's canon is X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Oh, wow.
So Superman's not dead?
No. Wow.
I know X-Men Origins Wolverine was a horrible movie, but I just watched the Gambit parts and I'm happy.
Was that even a good Gambit, though?
He wasn't horrible.
It was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't bad.
Taylor Kitsch, good actor.
He didn't get to do a whole lot, so I don't really know, but...
He did the flippy things with the cards.
Oh,
he did things to cards, and he did things to staves.
Yeah.
He had kinetic energy, and sometimes he talked.
And he saved the day at the end, so...
I want to say as well that I liked Will.i.am in that movie.
Yeah, he wasn't bad either.
He was pretty good.
I thought, considering that was probably his first acting role.
There's like no real story in it.
Yeah.
It's like good until like the second half.
Yeah, the second act is kind of just like, why? I'll still never forgive them for not putting Triple H in instead of Liev Schreiber though as Sabretooth, because Triple H would have been perfect, and Liev Schreiber was what?
Yeah, the Sabretooth was weird in there because I never saw. I not to insult. Whatever, I don't care.
Wow.
I never saw Sabretooth as an intelligent person, so it was really kind of weird for him to be like this conniving son of a bitch.
I think what they tried to imply is that as he got older, his powers made him more wild, or he had like a wild urge that he. Similar to how like Wolverine can sometimes go berserk. I don't know.
Basically,
sure?
No, the thing about Sabretooth is, like, I can appreciate that angle of him being conniving and vicious and sinister and plotting.
No, that's fair. But...
Because, I mean, one of the storylines, he basically convinced all of the X-Men that he had changed his ways because during the fight with Apocalypse, during Onslaught, it basically damaged his... Oh no, it wasn't the fight before that. It was either one of the fights with Wolverine or one of the fights with Onslaught that his brain was damaged and it turned him in super docile and like a protector of the X-Men and everything. And he essentially used that for months on end to gain their trust and to have a recognized place in the X-Mansion so that he could lure Wolverine back so that he could take out all of them. And it was like, that story really like put the, oh my god, Wolverine, or Sabretooth is more than just, like, I'm pouncing through the snow and slashy. He's basically a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
I like the calculating parts. I didn't like the fact that it was nothing like Sabretooth.
He just didn't, like... He made his nails long. And that was kind of all the Sabretooth.
He ran on all fours on a couple parts, because that's what Sabretooth does all the time, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
That's what he did in the first X-Men movie. When he was a different actor. And Wolverine didn't acknowledge him at all. And he didn't acknowledge Wolverine.
Yeah.
Also, I'm really annoyed because, like, Wolverine's not that annoying in, like, the comic. He's not... He's kind of annoying sometimes with Jean Grey. Like, other than that, he's kind of just like, I'm gonna go fuck that dude up. Watch me go fuck that dude up. Not like, it hurts every time for the blades to come out. It's like...
Well, to be fair, when Jean Grey was around, he just kept on saying, I'm gonna fuck that dude's girl, I'm gonna fuck that dude's girl.
That's true, but, like, that's what every apparently heterosexual relationship has, according to Hollywood, so...
To be fair, if you consider the time period that Wolverine was born in, that kind of makes sense for his character. Like, he was in both World Wars. He was probably around guys who did exactly that.
I just watched...
Valid point.
Yes. That's real old, but it's Pushing Daisies.
Good show.
And it has Lee Pace in it.
Yeah.
And good lord, for like the first 2 seasons, I was so annoyed at watching it. Because good god, do I not give a shit about love triangles. I'm sitting there like, just get over it and move on. He has a girlfriend. You are a grown-ass woman.
Wow. Hot damn.
This has been your weekly dating advice from Heather.
Right.
I do not care. Don't make them choose. They've already chose. You get over it. You move on with your damn life.
I am of that mind. I'm completely of that mind.
I feel like we're finally getting to the point with some movies where they realize we don't need like love interests and all that crap.
Oh my god, it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't need. Thank you, Sadie. The dog's crawled on me.
Just like, wow, something's going on with this one.
Just yelling.
I'm gonna sit here.
You put paw right on my chest, so if you heard my voice waver, it's like not everything needs a love anything. I don't care. Honestly. I don't care if you have unrequited feelings. Can we just have like normal health? Stop licking me. Normal healthy relationship.
I think you just answered your own question. Yeah, it's. I hate manufactured drama in movies.
Yeah.
And like, especially of the love interest, like, you know, like everything's going fine with guy Y and girl X, and all of a sudden everything's fine and happy, but then girl Z comes back or guy Z comes back, and it's like, oh no, now it's a threat. Can we just have a normal movie where guy meets girl, there's no competition, everything's happy, and they all live happily ever after? That'd be awesome.
Actually, it's one of the few things. Ouch. One of the few things.
Or I'm sorry, new day and age, guy meets guy, girl meets girl meets guy, whatever, and happily ever after.
Or the goth formula where everyone has to turn out to be gay.
Romantic things I actually enjoyed watching, even though they've kind of beaten a dead horse right now. I did like the Pirates of the Caribbean. I did like Will Turner and Elizabeth Swann because they were just a very smart couple with each other. Mm-hmm. And I actually enjoyed that pairing. And they did it well, because, like, no one, like, they didn't have, like, any, like, the jealousy, the woman has to be jealous, and the guy has to be jealous. They're just like, we're gonna go fight them pirates.
Well, they kind of had the thing where, like, they entered a relationship, and then they both had a respectful relationship where they were like, well, that's it, we don't need to look at other people in that way now.
Wait, wasn't Will all jealous of her in, like, the second movie because she happened to get close to Jack for some reason? Yeah. Even though it was all a ruse.
I mean, he was jealous of it when, you know, Elizabeth straight up made out with Jack Sparrow, but then she's like, this is what happened, and then they kind of moved on.
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow.
And then I really enjoyed their marriage scene in the last Pirates movie I gave a damn about. When Barbossa was marrying them during the battle.
Not to spoil 5, it's not really a spoiler, but it's something I didn't realize. Stranger Tide was kind of weird because it's kind of just a weird filler movie now that I've seen the 5th one. And I enjoyed the 5th one. The 5th one is literally actually about Elizabeth and Will.
Really?
The tiny child in the trailers is their son.
Oh.
Yeah. I think the 4th one was them thinking they could do they can like kind of soft reboot the story. I think kind of realized that just doing a story about Johnny Depp but pretending to be drunk for 2 hours wasn't really that interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the movie wasn't horrible, but like, it was very fillery. But I did enjoy the last movie. Johnny Depp's kind of creepy.
God, yes. I
find it weird. There's a scene where Johnny Depp is on a boat and a young 20-year-old woman is undressing, and he's encouraging her to continue undressing.
Was her name Amber Heard?
No, she was in Skins.
Topical. No, it was just his wife was like,
I know,
that much younger than him. Yeah, please. You're talking about like Logan, all over the place, and please stop, Logan. Please stop, Johnny Depp. Please.
I'm glad he's going to be the Invisible Man.
I love Hugh Jackman. He's fine. I just don't like Wolverine. Or I don't like the Hollywood version of Wolverine.
Hugh Jackman's going to be P.T. Barnum in that movie coming out.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I want to see that one. I really do.
Hugh Jackman's a great person, so I'm fine with him. I don't like Wolverine.
He's a fine actor too.
Yeah, I mean he did great as Wolverine with the way they decided his character was going to be, but some strange decisions that were made.
Also, have you ever seen that clip of like him doing the additional voicing for Wolverine after Logan? Where he's like getting all into he's just like basically screaming at the top of his lungs. But he's like making himself out of breath just for the scene of like, it's that bit in Logan where he like takes that juice and gets all powered up and starts plowing through guys.
Oh.
But it's just that he's just recording the voiceover for that. Fine.
Was it Mike Rager or whatever? You take that? That's a zombie reference.
God damn. I never watched that show. Was that any good?
I like it. Yeah. And I don't give a shit about zombies.
I spoke to some zombies. It appears that they don't give a shit about me.
Good.
Yeah.
And,
that's what I heard.
That's what I heard. They're like, that Heather girl? No.
Like, no.
Good.
Let's see what my new life goal is.
It's just a bunch of zombies in half-assed Winter Soldier cosplay. Just being really catty. It's like they obviously see Heather's cosplay is much better than theirs, but they're zombies and they have their pride. So they're all like, that's what catty zombies sound like.
I wish I was as confident as other people are about me.
Yeah.
I kind of want to cosplay as Winter Soldier, but do the wrong arm.
No, you should do your leg.
Yeah.
Metal leg.
Just cut that leg really short.
And I'll be in Professor X's wheelchair.
I was making Wrench's jacket confuse the shit out of myself because I'm like, okay, the patch goes on this side, but I'm looking at the photo, so it goes on this side. But no, wait, I'm actually looking at it this way, and I was like,
through a mirror.
Damn mirror.
Yeah. Why do you do all your looking at things through mirrors? Heather's like, why is everything spelt backwards on this damn thing? Wait a minute.
But I'm like, wait, but if I was looking, it's not a mirror because it's a photo, so it goes this way, and I'm not looking into a mirror, so it's just normal. And I'm overthinking it.
Why is ambulance spelled upside down on the truck?
That confused the hell out of me, by the way. I'm like, oh, there's an ambulance behind me. There's an ambulance behind me. And then, like, if I see an ambulance parked, I'm like, what idiot put this on backward? Turns out I'm the idiot.
Do they do that in
I was the idiot
near you,
all
Jamie?
along.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's backwards in England.
But that means it's the right way, then, isn't it? If it's all backwards.
England came first.
Oh, wow. That's well, England is where history is from.
That's true. That's true.
Eddie Izzard said it best.
Mm-hmm.
I had about 19 other things on the list to talk about, but we'll save that for another time.
You got angry rant, Heather. You're welcome.
No,
Don't ask her about Desmond-Jesus. Don't ask her.
Hey, what about Desmond-Jesus?
I went into that on Twitter with Greg.
Yeah, I know. I saw the aftermath of it. I was just like, oh, I'm glad I maybe missed a week. This is what vacation's for. For chaos, just to break out.
Because that's literally what he said he didn't want to happen. That's why he chose the other thing, Craig. Because he didn't want to be Desmond-Jesus.
Well, depending how you play it, you are Desmond-Jesus.
Oh, God.
You're welcome,
Sorry.
Internet.
Sorry.
I honestly think
that was my
with
clavicle, Sadie.
Timing.
She's trying to get you CPR.
I honestly think with Assassin's Creed, the ways they connect each game to each other is the most stupid thing in the world, and it is not necessary.
I love it. Shut up. You're
I am
wrong.
completely on your side with this, Jamie.
They could literally just do one game and then do another game with a different character, and it would just be fine. That's what Call of Duty does. We don't have like a
No.
virtual reality in between every Call
Bullshit.
of Duty game.
No, I love
Yes,
the
I know.
modern day story. It's important.
Modern day story is such fucking tripe.
I love the modern day story. It's great.
Ugh.
And I miss
No
it.
one else does. That's why they killed Desmond.
And I want it.
Whoa.
Stop.
Because he was
Whoa.
Jesus.
Whoa.
The best modern day story
Heather's-
is the one where you're just in an office. Black Flag.
You know what?
And we did
I
quests.
actually enjoyed that.
It's literally nothing because they realize nobody pays attention.
Heather, is there any of the modern day stuff in Unity?
Probably broken like the rest of the damn game.
Oh.
No one cares. You know, they don't do it anymore. That's why they don't do multiplayer.
Wait a minute. So that means there's not going to be any modern day stuff in... They have to do modern day stuff because they left the modern day stuff on a cliffhanger with, what's his butt? The one that we played. Syndicate.
They're going to resolve that with the next movie.
Oh.
There was no real modern day stuff in Syndicate. Ow.
And, so it's all going to be like just sliding down pyramids and hippo chases?
I don't know.
Oh, you did, Craig.
What about a hippo?
Jamie did it, not me.
No.
I can't do anything. I'm too precious.
He really is.
Wow.
I can't say mad at him. He can't do anything wrong. He's the boy. He's the boy that lived.
Well,
If we blame him for something about Assassin's Creed, who's going to save us from Voldemort?
someone's got to
A
take the
gun?
iPod and talk to that weird alien.
Wait, who?
It's not an alien!
Is it not? Oh, I always
No.
thought it was.
Okay, maybe Jamie did do this.
Wait there, Angel.
Sorry, did I yell?
Yeah,
The dog's
I
trying to
kind
figure out
of
what's the matter.
did. Let me ask you a question. Is the dog still there, or did it run out?
Oh, she's just crawling closer up my body.
Like, just need to calm her down.
Oh,
Is it really not an alien?
it's not, they're not from outer space.
It's not human.
They're the people who came before.
So?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
They're the Forerunners.
The Forerunners, from space. Sorry.
They're not from space, though.
Where are they from?
Earth.
Okay.
They're
God's
literally
sake.
from Earth. And
So
then,
that's-
and the sun flare roasted half the Earth, killing most of them, and the rest of them were like, here's a failsafe thing for when the next time happens.
The apple of Eden.
Yeah.
Can I point out correlation? So think of a movie that has a singular item of power and two opposing sides fighting for it.
There's more pieces of Eden than one.
I'm just saying, there's a very distinct correlation between Transformers and Assassin's Creed.
Wow.
You know, Apple of Eden, Cube.
I was gonna say the Fifth Element.
You got the creator. You got the human that no one cares about.
So bad. Oh, you just mentioned Fifth Element, and I want to see Valerian. That's another one from Luc Besson. It has Claire in it, and Claire David. Jamie, you're good with this.
It's not English. I don't want to know.
Wow. Okay. I would say her last name, but I'm going to absolutely murder it. It's that kid from Chronicle, I think.
Which one? The one that was Green Goblin?
Yes, that one. Thank you.
That's what I said was.
Because they got that Brit out of there.
Do you remember in Amazing Spider-Man 2 when they were just like, when they decided to set up the future movies by just showing a room full of the future movies?
Yeah. and then they gave the franchise back. But yeah, it's Cara Delevingne. She was the Enchantress in Suicide Squad.
Yes, a wonderful piece of work that was.
Hey, won an Academy Award. What other comic book movies have you seen that won an Academy Award? Exactly. No, Dane DeHaan plays Valerian. Ethan Hawke is in it. Clive Owen, Rihanna, Rutger Hauer.
Suicide Squad won for makeup in Star Trek.
Can I tell you how much I laughed when that happened? Because so many people said, "Oh, it's just complete shit." And I'm like, okay, won an Academy Award though.
I kind of hope that when they accepted the award, they just had the guy dressed up as Killer Croc.
That wasn't even good, though.
It was really good.
It wasn't. It made me uncomfortable the entire time I saw that guy.
Wow! I don't like it.
Like they would cut to him just for him to do like his one-off joke or whatever, or his one-liner, because that's all he did. And every time I was just like, I just feel uneasy. I just kind of want to throw up.
What? He turns into like Snippy when he sees Ray. He turns into Ren from when he sees the Croc of Snippy. I'm going to be sick.
There's a deleted scene for that movie where they're on the plane and Killer Croc just throws up something and then starts eating his vomit.
Yeah. Well,
you can understand why they deleted that, because they were just like, they were watching that in the studio. They were just looked at the director and like, why did you make that happen?
Film that.
Why did you do that?
And the director's like, he really puked, you know.
Oh.
He didn't even think we were filming. He just had some bad fish.
Yeah, right. Wow.
You see the disgust and confusion on everyone's faces? That's just because they read the script.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Like, Will Smith didn't read the script. He's just playing Will Smith.
Damn.
That's probably it. That's probably half the script. It's like, something happens. Cut to Will Smith. Damn. That's some mean woman. She just killed 6 innocent people. Mm-hmm. That's my comment on this.
Should arm themselves. Wait, that was Unforgiven with Clint Eastwood. Sorry. I get those movies mixed up. I see the dog.
It has attached itself to Heather.
The other one just jumped up onto the couch and almost faceplanted into the windowsill.
It happens.
They're full of love. They're not full of common sense. They're just full of love. Damn it. So, yeah, I think, on that note, kids, we started with an announcement of an engagement and we ended with yelling. So,
some things never change.
I mean, no one listens to me anyway, so it's fine.
Dude, okay, mark your calendars for this one, folks. This is the most Heather has ever said on a podcast. This is like the Heather show. And she was late.
So, you are correct.
This is awesome. I want more Mad Heather. I need Jamie. I need you to be on at least twice a month when she's on.
What are you implying?
What do you think I'm implying?
Hey, Jamie agreed with me on some things.
Yeah, but I've never heard you yell that much on a podcast before. You yelled.
I'm actually
It's 'cause I
genuinely
don't have
surprised to
neighbors
find
right
out
now.
that thing was an alien.
See?
That's what you just said to me.
You want to say that to my fucking face?
Alright, I literally just looked up Assassin's Creed Alien and it's pictures of that weird woman.
Yeah, because everyone thinks there's an alien and no one actually pays attention to the goddamn story. They just complain about the fucking thing.
She also looks like the librarian from Halo 4.
Oh, you're just digging your hole.
This is what you wanted, Charlie.
What
They
you
have
asked?
the librarian try to take over someone's body in order to come back into human form, because that actually happened, but no one knows because no one fucking cares. Except for me.
Why would she have to come out? Why would she have to come back in human form if she wasn't human?
Because, well, I mean, it's like, she's human. They're just more advanced humans, but no one cares, but they're also described as, technological beings, so when she's released into technology and whatever.
That's why there was the big digital thing in the sky with Evie.
Well, that one was more of a memory rift than anything else.
Oh, so the original humans.
Yeah.
Why would God need a starship?
Because he couldn't take the bus.
That is, unless it was that one bus from that we're going on a trip. Little Einsteins. That bus that they rode in that, because that flew.
It did.
See, I know what kids watch. I'm hip.
I
Anyway,
have no idea what you just said.
it's all right. It's a horrible American thing. Well,
Quick side British thing before we go. Where I work, someone that works there is from the UK.
oh,
He lives here with his family, so he still has his accent to us, right? So this girl who just started in the store, she's like, "Oh man," she's like, "Your accent's really nice." I'm like, "Yeah, he can tell you off, but it'll sound like the most polite thing you've ever heard." And he was like, "Well, when Americans go to the UK, people from the UK don't go, 'Wow, you have a really nice accent.'"
It's kind of true. And then the Australians come in and we think they're going to nick stuff.
wow. Because they were originally criminals.
I love the story of Australia. Your descendants are the criminals. Please don't
That
nick
he
anything.
didn't want. See that? History comes out of the UK. That's where it is.
It's absolutely. That's where it's from. That is where it's from. History is.
Well, the UK basically just got one board, just had a lot of people, just put people on boats, just sent them different places. And that's where everyone else comes from. See, we're like the weird alien woman from Assassin's Creed. We came before.
So she's not an alien, she's British.
It's British.
What you're trying to say.
I think that's
All
what
I'm
he said.
She appears to Desmond and says, "Desmond Miles, what?"
It was Michael Caine in a wig. Or is this?
What? And it just.
Maybe he'll be in the sequel to the movie.
Which one, Michael Caine?
Yeah. Maybe.
I'm gonna show you how to bite in a dozen. You take the knife and you take some duct tape and you put the knife on your wrist and you go up and you say, "Excuse me, what's that over there?" And you point up there and as I look up there, you stab him with a knife tucked out on your wrist. And then you get away in your Lamborghini.
What if one time it didn't work? Like, he put his hand on the back of the guy's head, thinking he was stabbing with a knife, and then realised he didn't have the knife deployed. He's just standing there touching the back of this guy's head, and the guy turns around. Oh.
Then you can only say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else." Okay. Well, I think that's the podcast, kids.
I think so.
I'd like to thank Craig for being here tonight. Craig, thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you. Congratulations, and thank you for being you.
Thank you. I'd like to thank Randall for being here tonight. Thank you, Randall.
Yep.
I'd like to thank Jamie for being here tonight. Thank you for staying up and coming in at the last minute.
Very welcome. Always glad to be here.
I appreciate it. And of course, Heather, thank you for being here tonight. The star of the show. Thank you for being here tonight, Heather.
Wow.
Wow. All right, so thank you for listening, folks. If you'd like to hear other podcasts where there is just as much yelling and meaningful debate, please swing by teamdebah.com, where you can check out this podcast as well as any other podcasts that are available on Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Player FM. iTunes, Player FM. I got all of them, didn't I?
Yep.
And you can listen to it right there at Stitcher, and you can listen to it right there on the site. And while you're over there, you can check out the poll list that comes out every Thursday from Jake, and you can check out the monthly Loot Crate review from Jamie.
Yep.
Just put one up about a week or so ago.
Last Monday.
Last Monday. Yeah. So check that out. And we have a bunch of articles over there, so check that out as well. And if you are into something visual that's not too abysmal, instead of checking out an old Steve Reeves movie, you can swing on over to youtube.com/teamdebah and check out a new video 7 days a week. And if they have really rockin' intros, that's done by that lady right over there, Heather. She does intros to most of the series that I'm only talking in. So check it out. And just started, there's a new series that comes out every Friday where Heather and I run through San Francisco, hacking things and tearing stuff up in Watch Dogs 2. So please make sure to check that out. But anywho, thank you for listening, folks. I've been Charlie Danger 82. This has been the official Team DBAH Podcast 199. We'll see you next time, and until then, please remember, don't be a hero. Good night.